Hilfiger. This is the Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Good evening. Folks, we have an update with regards to the flippin' New Jersey and DJ Envy and Cesar Pina debacle that has been going on. People demanding their money back, claiming that they have invested and lost money, millions, with these two, okay? In my community section is a civil complaint, if you have not seen it yet, in the state of New Jersey, which is where I'm from, Essex County, okay? It's it'll be there for the next, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 hours. You can download it, but I'm not going to keep it there, overnight. Amy Flips, LLC, suing Cesar Pina and his wife, Jennifer, for $500,000. According to the complaint, Amy Flips gave Cesar Pina $250,000 with the promise from him to give her back not only the $250K, but a 20% bump within 5 months. 5 months. That didn't happen. He came back to her and said, I have another piece of property, according to the complaint, and she gave them another $250K. Who is Amy Flips? I don't know. Does she flip homes? Maybe that's what the Flips is about, LLC. But the complaint is recent. DJ Envy is not necessarily in this particular complaint, but I want to talk about that because, again, the state of New Jersey, which is where I was born and raised, it has some very, very interesting laws. And Envy, a.k.a. RaaShaun Casey and Cesar Pina, shared an office together. So they were in business together. And you guys who watch The Breakfast Club and you listen, you have seen these two doing their seminars, talking about what they collectively can do. I'm going to bring in Rory first. Rory is a real estate guy. I don't really put his business out there, but he's also a friend of mine. And I want his A game tonight, okay? We will troll later. We'll have some fun. It's Sunday. I got a bottle of wine here, but I want Rory's A game. Rory, I'm ready for you right now. Also, Tony the Closer may be calling in tonight. He and I just exchanged text messages. Tony the Closer on YouTube. He's a real estate investor. He is I'm going to say he's an expert in this particular field. He broke this story, and along with Eli, who I mentioned before, I did send an email out to Eli earlier, and Tony said he will be calling in tonight. All right. Hey, good evening, Troll Babies. How you guys doing? Can you hear me? Is everything copacetic tonight, okay? Deeds will be with us shortly. She's at a cookout, getting ready for she's already started the holiday, Memorial Day, which is tomorrow, okay? And, okay, there's Rory. Let me just get some of my notes together here because I want us to have a really good, productive conversation again, as we did Friday. We really combed through this, and the details are very, very interesting, to say the least, because within this complaint that I want to talk to Rory about first, I saw some things, and I'm going to be very honest with you. Am I hating? Absolutely. So don't even waste your time. I'll start hating. I'm the objective hater, never a player hater, but this is what I do. I have a 501c3, the Snitch Network, snitchnetwork.org. You can go there. I will be contacting tomorrow. Well, actually, the holiday's tomorrow. Tuesday, the Department of Justice. It's only right. I have to. I am obligated to report something of this magnitude. Tuesday, I will be on the phone with the Department of Justice reporting what I consider to be misconduct and all sorts of things. Holy smokes. Let me just go to the community section because I forgot what I typed in there. We're going to stay focused. Let's stay focused. Fraudulent scheme, deceptive business practices, and unlawful conduct. Yeah. I have to show and prove to keep the status that I have with my 501c3. I have to do work, okay? All right, there's Rory. Let's get Rory in the line early, and we'll come back to the showrunner shortly. Again, Scottie Pippen in his feelings. I need for you guys to educate me. When is the last time Jordan and Pippen even saw each other. Has Scotty ever been to Jordan's home? Does he need a hug? Jesus. Hey, Rory, are you there? Good evening. Rory.
Yo, Star, what's up?
What's up, man? Good to hear from you again. Come closer to the phone. Get off that speaker, man. I want to talk to you.
I'm trying to talk to you. I'm not home, but yeah, I hope the connection is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a second. Let me start here. I sent you the complaint. I'm not going to put your business out there, but you know real estate. Take that headset off, Rory. It's echoing. Come on. Take the headset off. Jesus.
Got me now?
Okay. You know real estate. You're in New York City, Manhattan. You scanned over the complaint. It's in my community section. What are your thoughts with regards to Amy Flips now suing? Civil action.
I think it's a home run case. It seems like clear classic fraud. I'm surprised that they didn't put Envy in the class action lawsuit. That has to be done for him to be able to be held accountable. He would go down in 2 seconds flat. His argument on this is that all he did was bring people to the table, but he never took money from them.
Well, this is the civil. Hang on a second, Rory. Hang on. This is the civil complaint, and this
is the civil.
Yeah.
For now, it's civil. But it will turn into a federal case. Just somebody of his stature, of his popularity, that has to be a civil case. They can't let people like him go around taking money from people like that. Yeah. It's clear-cut fraud. There's no two ways about it. It's clear-cut fraud. You got a guy, his business partner. Now, this is his business. Envy has promoted this business. Yeah. Envy has said, come join us. Come invest with us. Come invest in our company, not his company, our company. Yeah. So without him and without that platform and without that name recognition, people are not coming to Cesar. People are coming to Envy.
Yeah.
So he would 100% be held liable. He would 100% be in this lawsuit, 100%. But they have to put his name in that lawsuit. But the disheartening thing about it is a lot of the commenters and a lot of the people are saying, oh, well, Envy really didn't know this guy was shady, or Envy really didn't take the money from him. That's neither here nor there. I believe he knew that the guy was shady. I know he knows the guy was shady in my heart of hearts. But even if he didn't, that doesn't matter. That is nothing on the situation. When you're in a business with somebody, right? You're 50% liable. If your business partner is doing dishonest work, stealing, whatever, and you have two choices when it comes down. You either go against him and you turn federal evidence, state evidence, whatever the case is,
either
or you go down with him, because you are as guilty as he is. Yeah. You are as guilty as he is.
Hang on a second, Rory. I want to jump in here, and I think Tony, the closer, is on the line. Tony, sit tight for a second. Rory, you got to fix the echo. It's killing me. Come on, man. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. It sounds crazy. Do you want to call back?
I could try to call back. Like I said, I'm not home, so I'm not sure.
All right, well, hold on. I'll finish up with you, then I'll go to Tony. Yeah, Friday we already spoke about the fact that to get the status and the certification from the IRS for that type of business, all parties are liable. So let's just go right to the heart of the matter, what you and I spoke about earlier. So let's say Envy doesn't go to jail, he doesn't get arrested. I truly believe that there's a good chance that Cesar will be arrested, Cesar Pina, and possibly his wife. Do you think Envy will be on the hook to pay back some of the money?
Oh yeah, 100%. He's already it's his company. It's as much his company as it is Pena's company.
Yeah.
So when they take money from people, it's as much as him taking money from people as it is Pena taking money from
Pina.
The excuse that was used Pina. The excuse that was used the excuses that are being used are crazy. I lost my phone. That's why I never got back to you.
Yeah.
you know, when you're in real estate and you're in investing and you're talking big money, I lost my phone doesn't work. That's that's something that happens with drugs.
Right. You're talking about the complaint. These are the things that Cesar was saying with regards to.
These are the excuses that they're saying.
To Amy.
It's the same pathetic excuse. It's the same pathetic excuse that Envy is using. Whereas I didn't actually physically take money, and I didn't actually call them back and tell them this is what I invested it in.
Right.
So those excuses won't hold up in court. And to be honest with you, this guy, I don't know him personally, but Tony the closer.
So he's on the line right now. I'm going to talk to him. Hang on, Rory.
Yeah, he's an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
He's smarter than Envy. He's smarter than Envy. He's coming from a point of honesty in this situation.
I think so. Yeah.
He's coming from a point of honesty, and you could tell that by listening to his video and listening to what him and Envy debated. The Envy had to get out of there.
Yeah.
One of the closer was exposing him,
and he did.
Right? One after another. One after another.
Hey, Rory, I'm going to cut you short, man, because your phone's echoey. Rory, your phone's echoey. Call me back later, man. I want to finish up with you, but let me go to Tony. All right.
All right, folks.
Thank you, man. Okay. That's my homie, Rory. But he's out and about. Let's get the man on the line who actually broke this story. Tony the Closer, are you there, sir? Area code 919.
Hey, what's up, Star? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you having me again.
Hey, man. Good to hear from you. Thank you for responding to the email. I was up early on your channel, Tony the Closer. You uploaded your Saturday night video this morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I watched some of it. And so the complaint here, the civil complaint, Amy Flips, you spoke to her?
I have spoken to Amy, yes.
Okay. And according to the complaint, she was promised a 20% bump on $250,000 on 2 occasions. Did she ever get any money back? I could have swore I heard you say she got $20,000.
They sent her a check. They sent her a check for $30,000. She and just hey, Star, just for clarity on this, right? Because it's important to understand the structure of her case.
Right.
She made 2 separate investments, right? These 2 separate investments were $250 each.
Right.
With a 20% return.
Mm-hmm.
But the most important piece of it is that they actually put a personal guarantee.
Yes.
So they said no matter what, in 5 months you're going to get your money back,
mm-hmm.
plus the 20%. This makes it a no-brainer investment. In addition to that, something that's really important that's in the case file is the fact that they mentioned that celebrity likeness was used, meaning DJ Envy and other people,
right,
in hopes of closing this lady. So what they did with her, and I spoke to Amy. She's very frustrated, but she's a very intelligent woman. See, I think one of the things we need to talk about here is because a lot of people like to use the conversation of due diligence and saying that people weren't educated.
Right,
well, this woman actually was very educated. She actually put pieces in place to ensure that she was going to actually be able to get her money returned. She even received a personal guarantee in addition to a joint venture agreement. In addition to even asking and requesting for documentation on the property. And I'm a real estate guy myself. You could as far as from the position that she invested with them,
mm-hmm.
you couldn't have done anything differently unless she would have actually went directly to a closing attorney, a title company, and had them hold the money in escrow. But based off them, the way that they're positioning this as a rehab and things of that nature, mm-hmm. She just got shafted. I mean, flat out.
If I can jump in, and I want you to give us some of your real estate background within your next response here. So I've been a landlord in Pennsylvania over the years, mobile homes, double wides and things like that. And paperwork and other things takes months. Getting a 20%, ROI within 5 months on $250K just sounds insane to me. Is her background in flipping houses? Because Amy Flips LLC, is that what that means? Flips? She flips homes as well? And did she know these guys prior to this a business arrangement?
So my conversation with her was pretty brief because she was actually hiking.
Okay.
So I didn't get. We're actually going to do a full interview where I'm going to go into all the details.
Okay.
She really was to the point where she wanted to be. She wanted to answer more questions, but based off where she was at, she's like, "Hey, I'm hiking. I just don't want to fuck up my day thinking about the situation."
Scammers.
But what she did share with me before she got off.
Yeah.
I mean, which I couldn't blame her. She's out in Colorado right now.
Right.
But what she did say is that obviously, like, she does have experience, but once again, you're coming in under the influence of getting this hell of a return. You got people that are saying that they're experts in the industry, and more importantly, there's a personal guarantee. I mean, when you look at all the signs, and this is like, I mean, what else could you ask for if you're doing a deal where you get a fucking guarantee from the people that you're doing a deal with that I'm going to pay you, in 5 months, no matter what, whether the deal is profitable or not, you're going to get paid.
Okay. Before I forget, Eli, what do we call him? Just Common Sense Eli, because I couldn't find his last name. I know he has My Tech Academy. I sent him an email earlier.
Common Sense Eli. He goes. His name is Eli Whitehead.
Whitehead. Okay. I'll say Common Sense Eli. He had a list on his laptop of like over 15, possibly 20 foreclosures under the umbrella of flipping New Jersey. I couldn't find that prior to this show. Is that how many foreclosures this company is dealing with?
Oh man, it's more than that. It's easy to find too, and I'll send you the link to it so you can find it. I actually
Please.
That's all the stuff I had researched on their LLCs.
Right.
So simply just putting in their LLC, you'll be able to find it. But it's a lot of properties right now. There's over 20 plus with Liz pendings in Jersey. I had a mortgage broker reach out to me today, which holds about $1 million worth of mortgages with them.
Wow.
And those are also up for foreclosure. Those 4 properties. So there is some serious trouble right now. They haven't been paying anything. And now the next statement is going to be allegedly, because I don't know for sure. But there was even rumors that some like tenants had been paying rent, but their lights and utilities were off. So I'm hearing some very, very wild things right now, and it just honestly, man, when I look at what's happening, you see so many different things. It's about to implode in the next couple of days because there's so much heat right now.
Right.
I think like everybody that's now speaking on this situation is going to make it where more victims are going to start coming to the light. Right. And I think this week is going to be this upcoming week.
If I can jump in for a second, folks, I'm talking to Tony the Closer. He broke this story on his YouTube channel, Tony the Closer. Let me just throw something out there, and your experience in real estate. I've got experience in lawsuits. I did radio since March of 2000 throughout the decades. I've never been found liable for saying something on the microphone. Never been fined by the FCC. However, I've been through depositions. I've had to submit interrogatories, discovery. It's draining. Is Amy Flips, is she prepared for that, in your opinion?
She wants all the smoke.
Okay.
And Amy's a white girl, so they come in a little different.
Right.
Right. Yeah, they got, and this is one of the things we got to think about culturally. We don't think about going straight to the lawsuits and shit first. We want to get it back in blood. We want to fight. We want to do all that other stuff. But Amy's not playing, and she's 100% committed. I mean, it's obvious that she has the resources. Shit, she gave him $250,000. So.
If I can make a suggestion next time you talk to her, because of my experience in lawsuits, I think she should broaden her claim. She should include iHeart to make this a federal case, because she filed this in New Jersey. I guess they're all in New Jersey, and include iHeart, make it a federal case, and really, include them for damages and potential lost earnings, because Cesar Pina is a convicted scammer. That's not alleged. He's a convicted scammer. And he's probably smart enough with those foreclosures that you just mentioned to be able to file bankruptcy and get out of paying her. However, if you include iHeart, sue Charlamagne, sue whoever, they've got a deal with 50 Cent. 50 is my homie. They got some type of television show with 50. Sue 50. Include other people in the goddamn claim, because otherwise he's going to wiggle out of that $500K. Your thoughts on that? If a judgment comes down in her favor, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's obvious, but more importantly, I think every one of them needs to also try to see if they can't include not only just iHeart but Envy. There's people that are saying that he was literally in the office when they made the investment, and no matter if he's on and people are saying, hey, you're cloud chasing, bringing Envy into it. Let me tell you something. Yeah. He's made multiple videos where he says, partner with us, come do business with us, invest with us.
Right.
But whether his name is on the damn paperwork or not, anybody that has a big name or a big brand or following knows the game. If I'm the big dog, I'm gonna get me a cut.
Yeah.
And this is me assuming, but I'm assuming that he had to get something out of that. He's now completely distancing himself. But you saw Cesar put up a post saying, "Hey, leave Envy alone. It's all about me. I'm the only one that
I haven't even gotten to that yet. Yeah. You brought that up on your YouTube channel again, Tony the Closer. I am cloud chasing. Let me just say that. I'm hating and I'm cloud chasing. I have a 501c3, the Snitch Network. I'm going to be on the phone with the Department of Justice Tuesday. I'm obligated to, in order to keep in order to keep my status.
That's crazy.
As you know, I have to show and prove. So I will be in contact with however, the Department of Justice. Anybody?
Hey, make sure I get a cut, Star. Make sure you include me in that shit.
Well, no, I'm not in seek of anything. I'm just this is for my business. But listen, if you have anybody that needs any assistance by way of how to file a pro se lawsuit, I can help them with that. Let me ask you this also. Do you think that Cesar and his wife Jennifer, she's also included in this civil case, do you think that they are taking advantage of people who, let's say, people from the urban community, inner cities, what have you? They don't have the best records. They don't want to be involved in a lawsuit because all of their dirty laundry will come out. Do you think that they preyed upon the black and Hispanic community, in your opinion?
Well, let me tell you, it's a lot of street money involved in this that hadn't come out yet, and that's going to be the ugly part.
Right.
I've had a lot of conversations. I'm telling you, my DMs are crazy as shit.
Yeah.
And the conversations I'm having with some of these guys, they are very upset, and they not normal people. They're not normal citizens.
Right.
They don't think like we think. They don't operate on the same code that we operate on, and they are making some very, very aggressive statements. And I said, all right, I'm getting off the phone because I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah. I was going to say, be careful with that, man. But listen, give us some background on who you are, because you are qualified to talk about this. You are my source. I got this story from you, and I'm going to make sure people know I'm giving you the credit. Give us some background, again, on your real estate understanding, what it is that you do, and Eli as well, because you guys have great chemistry together, and I saw you guys, your rebroadcast this morning from Saturday's show. Please.
Yeah, so obviously my name is Tony the Closer. Over the last 6 years, I've been doing real estate myself and also educating in real estate. I have one of the largest real estate programs, over 55,000 students, called Rona Proof. And over the last 6 years, I've had a personal thing for me to empower our community with doing real estate.
Okay.
And when I got into the industry, I noticed that a lot of people just didn't operate with the same type of integrity that you would expect.
Right.
And just for previous background for you guys, my father is about a 27, 28-year real estate investor, multi-millionaire.
Okay.
So we have a very, very extensive background in real estate, own a lot of real estate, and have helped create, 6- and 7-figure earners in this legitimately.
Nice.
So I over the last 4 or 5 years, I have been one of the people that have held some of the biggest names in real estate accountable for doing scamming stuff, like people like Jay, and recently I was calling out Greg Big Business Parker.
Okay.
And I've had a couple run-ins with people because I operate with integrity.
Okay.
So certain.
I have to say I don't know those guys, and I have to say I don't know those guys, and I'm not calling them scammers. You're saying that I don't know. I have to disclaimer.
Oh no, I say it and I stand on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I say is not alleged.
Okay, but I don't
know.
Sure,
I can respect that. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's several guys that have been absolutely predatory.
Okay.
And running off with millions of dollars, and I've had bouts with them, very similar to what you just witnessed with DJ Envy. I didn't expect this shit to happen with Envy. It was literally, I was sitting on the IG Live. Somebody puts in the comment section that they had got finessed out of $1 million, and I just thought it had to be a joke. And once this person sent me his contract and proof of money that he sent, I knew this was an official story. I started talking about that, and Envy reached out to me. And based off people seeing that first guy's post, I started getting a shit ton of DMs, and it just opened up a floodgate. Right now, Star, it's over $12.6 million that has come to my DM in the last 48 plus hours or so. So
how much time?
And this is just
how much time in the penitentiary did Cesar Pina do for credit scamming? That's what he was convicted of, right? Some type of fraud. And
I saw. Listen, so somebody just sent me his whole background of what he was arrested for. Obviously, I saw the credit card fraud, but it looks like there was also a 5K motion in there. But you can do your research on what a 5K motion is.
I know.
And more importantly, there was some trafficking of heroin and money laundering. So DJ Envy is going to have some serious issues because you put somebody with a very, very questionable background on a very major platform, and it seems like the pattern has repeated itself at this point, right?
Right.
And when you put somebody out there that already had that checkered past, and you on a white network, no white folks ain't gonna play that shit.
Well, listen,
I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, let me just say again, I am clout chasing. I am hating. You can send anything to me. I will jump out the window. I want to see RaaShaun Casey in steel bracelets. I don't necessarily wish jail upon him, but I want to see him tell. I want to see him tell on not only Cesar but his wife Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer's up on the gram. She's all flying jiggy. She's hobnobbing, rubbing elbows with celebrities and all sorts of fugazi shit. So, the crazy shit, man. Listen to this shit, Star.
Come on. So, Star, I'm at the Super Bowl at the Fanatics party.
Okay.
And Cesar and his wife's on the fucking stage with Robert Kraft.
Oh yeah,
fucking, Lil Baby and everybody.
She's doing it.
Like, yo, this shit is crazy.
She's doing it.
And the whole time, but you gotta think about it. The whole time they got open fucking lawsuits, bro.
Yeah.
They got people that's looking. Amy Flips is looking for her fucking 600. Amy Flips is looking for $600,000, and this motherfucker is out here dancing on the stage.
Love it. I want to see the Bugattis repoed. I want to see the goddamn Maybachs up on a flatbed. I want to see it all crumble. Now, hey man,
I want to see Mary J. Blige. I want to see Mary J. Blige get her house back.
Oh, she invested with them?
No, I want to see Mary J. Blige get her motherfucking house back. Envy bought Mary J.'s house.
I didn't know. Oh. Well, he's a liar. He's compulsive liar. But
so Mary J. when she was going through the divorce,
okay,
she had all her money was messed up, and her house that she paid like $13 million for, she ended up selling it to Envy for like $5.5 million or something like that. But then once Envy got that hell of a deal,
right.
he tried to like strong arm like an extra $300,000 off, and Mary and him had like him and Mary had like a dispute where it almost went into litigation.
I didn't know that
because he was trying
salute to the pimp Can Do. Salute to the pimp Can Do who ran her into bankruptcy. I just had to say that.
That was. But the thing about this man took advantage of Mary J like that, and he tried to get extra money when he was getting fucking half off on the house.
Right.
I hope he has to liquidate every asset that he has in order to pay back all these fucking people that have been invested, that invested. So I
want to see the feds come in and take it. Never mind liquidating shit. I want to see the feds come in. I want to see a fire sale. Listen, man, I'm not going to hold you up. I appreciate you checking in, folks. Go to Tony the Closer on YouTube. He has all the updates. What's coming up tomorrow? And anybody else? Anything new we should know about on your platform?
Oh man, I got all kind of good stuff coming. I'm actually interviewing with Funk Flex tomorrow.
That's my guy. My guy.
But I have. I think Amy is actually going to do a live sit down with me.
Oh man.
And there's one other big investor.
Okay.
Who was told that he was going to be paid tomorrow by 3 p.m. And he said, if I don't get paid by 3 p.m., I'm letting all my information go, which is over $700K. So.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is going to be very interesting. I mean, obviously, we're going to get more and more people that are bringing stories to the light.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I'll shoot you some messages or whatever I get for you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Tell Eli I said what's up. I sent Eli an email. I don't know if he checks his emails, but we will be watching, man. Salute.
Salute, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Tony the Closer. Whoo. Or as you guys say, whoo chow. Whoo chow. It's messy. Okay, let's enjoy the mess. Can I? I've been sipping water. Can I get a little taste of the wine here? Let's get messy tonight, huh? Run, Envy! Run, girl! They're coming, honey. Troll babies, are we okay? What's cracking? What's shaking? What's popping? I saw somebody say, oh, that's messed up. You tried to throw your man 50 under the bus. Listen, 50's a great guy, man. But I saw a picture with Envy signing some type of agreement for a show with 50. What was that on? Stars or something like that? You got to sue him too, sue 50. So, slow down. It's nice. Guys, in my community section is the civil complaint. Download it. Download it now because it's going to be gone by the morning, I assure you. Go to either Maine the Milkman behind the bar or somebody else for further updates. Who's on the line? Who's on hold? Okay, where are you? Jersey's Concrete, where are you? Sunday evening. For those who give a goddamn, my move is coming. It's coming really nice. I have thrown out so much stuff here in Woodstock, GA. I'm traveling light, and I'm going to be leaving sooner than I thought. Going back home to Stone Harbor, New Jersey. I'll be there for the summer or however long it takes to sell my to sell one of my homes. Okay. Skylar Saunders. Skylar, are you out there, sir? Do you want to tap in? Text me if you're available. Skylar is popping on YouTube. Yes, he is. And he's one of my sponsors, okay? Also, hang on a second. Okay, Cash App. Hey, Bernice, thank you for your donation. I appreciate your support. Okay. Javier, thank you for your Cash App, sir. Yeah. This is an update. The civil complaint. It's real. It's going down. Okay. I got area code 914 on the line. Are you there? Good evening, 914. Talking about this civil case.
Hi. You hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes. So essentially, I'm Lion Legal, and I actually have a YouTube channel where I talk about cases just like the one that you were talking about with DJ Envy. And the issue with DJ Envy, the problem he has is that because he's a famous individual, he's going to attract a lot of investors.
Yeah.
So anytime there will be a civil complaint, he will be at the head of that complaint, you know, and it also causes him to have to take extra care with everybody he does business with, because it's not going to be sufficient for him to say, well, I had no idea what is going on, right? Or I didn't know that his partner is involved or has a history of doing things which are untoward and essentially ending up in jail. So therefore, DJ Envy is going to have a lot of problems based on what I've heard so far. I mean, I don't know all of the details, but if the details are true, that's a big issue.
Okay. Have you seen the complaint? It's in my community section. You can download it. Have you seen the complaint yet?
No, I've not seen the complaint, but I saw the interview that Tony the Clother had with DJ Envy, where DJ Envy tried to wriggle out of the
conversation,
issue.
Please download the complaint. It's in my community section because I'm going to remove it, before the morning. I just, I don't want to be doing too much, but okay. So with your experience, do you do anything in the state of New Jersey as far as real estate is concerned? What is your forte here?
Well, my forte is actually white-collar crime, so I have a lot of experience in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So the issue is specifically, first of all, what went wrong. So they'd have to figure out exactly where the money went. And second of all, what promise did DJ Envy give to these investors? Right. And also, you would need to look at the specific roles that they both had. Did they have a partnership agreement, or was this just a handshake agreement whereby they would divide the duties between each other? Mm-hmm. There is a lot of information, but the main thing that I think the plaintiffs, the people who bring the lawsuit, would have to look at are independent evidence and also documentary evidence. So
can I ask what state you're in, sir? And are you in the legal field? What state are you in?
Yes, I'm a lawyer and essentially in New York. So I work from New York time to time. Yeah.
Are you licensed in New Jersey? I'm born and raised in New Jersey. Are you licensed?
Not in New Jersey. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Let me say this. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a high school dropout. But New Jersey, as you should know, is a very delicate state. They have their own set of rules, laws, and policies. They don't care about New York like that. I carry a firearm in New York and New Jersey. I go through hell more so in New Jersey. It's not a common law state like Pennsylvania or Massachusetts. However, when you're doing business, you will be found liable if something goes wrong. It's by way of mob country, the Cosa Nostra, decades, New Jersey. The laws are really not they don't play games. Let me just say that with regards to scamming, any type of anything, business misconduct. They come down very, very hard. Have you ever had any experience in New Jersey with clients or consultations?
Okay. The issue is as I'm sure that you know, for the legal field, if you're not licensed to practice in a particular state, you can't advise on the law there. So I think we can get that issue out of the way.
I'm not asking you to advise me. I'm telling you what I know. But go ahead.
No. You're telling me what you know, but I can tell you that the main issue is going to be essentially, if you take it from the ground up, what what DJ Envy and his partner in this case did specifically, which is from what I understand from the interview that he gave to Tony the Closer, was getting people to invest, number one.
Right.
What were they investing in?
Okay.
Were there any contracts? And then, things of that sort. The facts of the case are going to essentially determine how things will pan out. Obviously, from the outset, it doesn't look good, but, DJ Envy has enough money to get a good lawyer, and I'm sure that lawyer will also look at things from their client's perspective.
Okay, so I don't mean to cut you short, but I'm going someplace else. Respectfully, New Jersey doesn't give a shit about none of that. We're talking about a Hispanic from Patterson, and they're going to put the flashlight in not just his ass, but his wife's ass, and they're going to go into that home, and they're going to gut everything until they make a point and an example. But thank you for your call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You can talk all that mumbo jumbo you want. Sounds hot. Anybody from Jersey in that live chat? They play it by a different set of rules. You get a speeding ticket in New Jersey, you get no less than 5 letters in the mail. They know where you are. Lawyers are soliciting to help you. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Okay. All right, folks, please don't text me if you can't call in. With respect to somebody who's texting me, I was saying I couldn't call in because but why are you texting me? Come on, if you can't call in, please. I have OCD. All right, anybody want to talk about Scottie Pippen, my showrunner? Holy smokes. What is wrong with Scottie Pippen? Is he butthurt? Come on, somebody call in and talk sports now. Call now. What is with him? He says LeBron James will be the greatest statistical player to ever play the game of basketball. Michael Jordan was a horrible player. He says horrible before Scottie joined the Bulls. Yeah, Scottie, he was so horrible that they gave him his own goddamn sneaker line called Jordans. He was so horrible. What is with Scottie Pippen? Florida Boy Jay, where are you? Anybody, please. I don't want to go balls deep in Scottie Pippen again. Pause. The hell is going on with this guy? Also, can I get an FBA to chime in? Anybody, please. The Foundational Black American Expo. Oh! I just saw a couple of clips. Let me just say, salute to King Flex, Tyreek Nasheed. Woo! Did anybody see the ostrich jacket he was wearing? He had on some type of $600 sneakers, some type of parachute pants, just in case, he had to chin check somebody. We're not having that shit like we had up at the museum, huh? King Flex was dipped. I could have swore I saw somebody from the NOI pull up in a Bentley. You can always tell the Nation of Islam niggas because they always have parts shaved in their heads. And here's something I want to say with all due respect to the FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Crown, I need you on the line. They're always talking about who is and who isn't FBA, who won't be entitled to reparations, right? Yada, yada, yada. Yet and still, you had that beautiful biracial goddess up on that stage, Kiki Wyatt, huh? What happened? Shirley Murdoch wasn't available? You guys couldn't get Layla Hathaway? You couldn't afford Stephanie Mills? You had that biracial goddess whose mother is as white as mine. Kiki Wyatt's mother is white, not light skin. What's going on with the FBA getting Kiki Wyatt to headline? I love Kiki Wyatt. Don't get it twisted. I saw her, I think 2 years ago out here at Six Flags, her and her family, beautiful family. They had about 12 kids. And no band on stage for Kiki Wyatt. Oh, I need somebody on the line from Foundational Black Americans to just give us a recap of the expo that just happened in Dallas. Good evening, area code 410. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Are you there? Are you ready? 410. Yes, no, maybe. We have to go. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm ready as you heard.
Yes, sir. Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, Star.
Good evening. Where do you want to
Hold
start,
on,
sir? Where do you want to start, sir? You hurt?
What? Oh, I want to talk about Scottie Pippen and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
please. What's with that
you
nigga?
a fucking hater, yo?
What's with that nigga?
Why you a hater, you heard?
Okay, he hung up. He just wanted to say, you hurt? He's from New York. Area code 201, good evening. Are you there? We have an update with regards to DJ Envy and Cesar Pina. Area code 201.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Star?
Hey, how are you, sir? Good evening.
I'm fine, man. So, I'm from over here in Jersey City.
Okay.
And so basically what he's doing is I know it because my brother-in-law is an appraiser, so he's in real estate and I work for him. So what he's doing is just common stuff. You don't even need to have a license you could search property records and you could find people's information online.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get off that bozo. I wanted to talk about Scottie Pippen and
Michael Jordan.
I think honestly, I think he just said that because he's mad that Jordan don't give him no money and all that shit. He wants to act like he saved Jordan's career, but
Right.
I think, listen, so I'm Albanian, and we didn't even have TVs in Europe, and we knew about Jordan over there in Europe.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So
Yeah.
Jordan is a global icon, and if you think about something like, LeBron is not as big of an athlete as like Cristiano Ronaldo is with all the social media that he has. So he will never be in no GOAT debate.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? You said you're Albanian. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 38.
Okay. Would you say that Michael Jordan was on the level of impact as Pele, the soccer player, or the football, as they say out there, football?
So basically, I was still at that age. Pele was a little bit older than MJ.
Of course, but you grew up knowing the name Pele, yes?
Yes, Pele.
Pele.
Yes. He was on and so Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Pele, and Michael Jordan. Those are that greatness.
Icons. Go ahead.
So and it's like people like Jay-Z will never be as big as Michael Jackson globally. Like, you understand?
Absolutely
like
not. Absolutely not. No.
And it's funny because I just can't. I don't even watch like Sports Center or any shit like that. First Take. I can't deal with all this bullshit. Like Nikola Jokic. First of all, what they don't discuss, to be honest, is these immigrants that are taking over the NBA. They come from third world countries that pretty much like me, like Serbia. We don't have the stuff that we may get to the bag because I still hustle to this day. I have stuff here, but I grew up poor. So to us, we always think about our families back home, how we grew up, how we never forget. So a lot of the athletes here, they grow up, they go to high school, then they go on college, they grow up completely different. Over there, we didn't have none of this stuff that you have here in America. So
Now, were you born in Albania or were you born here and you're connected by way of lineage? You born in Albania?
I was born over there and I came after 9/11, like literally like a couple of
Okay.
like 8 months later.
Okay. Do you submit to the will of Allah? You're Albanian. That's mostly Islam over
Actually, it's funny. So Turkey had invaded Albania, so my last name is Muslim, but by origin we're Catholic. But we all we don't really care about religion as long as you do good.
No, sir. Almost 65-70% of Albania falls under Islam. You submit to the will of Islam.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. But
Christianity is a small fraction. Listen, I'm a dropout, but don't try me. How old were you when you killed your first man? How old were you when you shot your first man? Took his life.
I ain't snitching on myself, so I don't know what you're talking about. But it goes by villages. So if you like one village,
I know.
Like you live in Jersey City,
I know. That's why I asked you. Come on.
Nah, I don't know. Yo, let's start. Listen, I'm gonna give you a shout out, and I'm gonna say something. Yo, a lot of people don't know, but I used to listen to you back in the day, man. They was.
Thank you, man. Hey, you've said enough, man. I appreciate you. Let's get that donation in here, man, and thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Yeah, take it.
Okay. That's a Muslim killer. He's probably 14 when he first killed a man. Let's not play that game, all right? Area code 213. Sit tight. I'll be right there. 213. Okay. This conversation is never going to stop about Scottie Pippen. And where did he say this? Did he say this to Stephen A. Smith? I saw the video and I said, oh my God, again, Scottie? When is the last time he's been to Jordan's home? Has he ever been to Jordan's home? Is that the issue? Does he need a hug? He doesn't get a lifetime supply of Jordan's sneakers, and now Michael Jordan's son is smashing Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Jamal, I got your donation. He says, let's go, big dog. Another explosive story. Thank you. I appreciate your support as always. Ace of Newberry, Jordan's son is balls deep in Scottie's ex-wife. Yeah. I can't imagine putting babies up and abroad and thinking she's following your lead and she's a rider, and then she turns out to be a fucking thought. That's gotta hurt. Terrence, where are you, man? Terrence, I want you on the line, man. I appreciate your support as always. Terrence talks sports and he gets the show going. Are you calling in, Terrence? He says, I want to see Scottie get with Juanita Jordan. Ooh. Shots fired. Terrence, are you calling in? What line, sir? Area code 213, good evening. DJ Envy, is he going to the penitentiary? Will he be arrested? Let's start there, 213.
Yes, he will be another dude. Pookie. He'll be roommates with a Pookie in there. He'll be in there with Pookie now.
Sir, your phone sounds kind of bad. Can I ask you to make the adjustment so we can hear you, please?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Thank you. You were saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, he's definitely finna be in the cell with a Pookie, man. He gonna be a Pookie's girlfriend up in jail for sure.
I think, if anything, he would do Fed time. That's a different type of time. But I'm not even wishing jail on DJ Envy. I would like to see him to tell on Cesar and Cesar's wife. I want to see him tell. Go ahead.
Most definitely. You could tell that, he think he definitely way more intelligent than anybody, because you can just tell how he was talking to the closer, that he thought that he was going to outsmart him.
Right.
He had that light skin privilege. He was going to go in there and, talk his way out of it.
Right.
Nah, you couldn't talk your way out of this one, man. They finna come sit you down. They finna come grab everything.
Yeah.
They finna put your wife up, and they finna come take everything from you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely came to call to talk about Scottie Pippen, though, man.
Yeah, what is going on with him? Now, hang on a second. Where's this video from? He was talking to someone, or did he just go live and dumb out? Where's this video from?
All right, so the video, it the words really don't match the mouth. If you really watch the video, the words really don't sync up with the mouth.
Okay.
So people are kind of, and Scotty hasn't came out and said that, yeah, I've said it. So kind of people are kind of chalking it up to kind of like AI or, you know, but people are taking it for his face value because of his disdain for Jordan.
Okay.
Scotty's definitely been a hater, man. He definitely
he's a hater.
He actually posted
he's a hater.
If you ain't noticed, if you went to his Instagram, he had a picture where he posted himself as a kid, and he was talking about this is for the unsung heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
He that's how he thinks about himself. He thinks that he's an unsung hero who doesn't get the credit that he deserves because of Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? But now he doesn't understand that Michael would have done more for him in terms of his career and financially if he would have remained on Mike's side than him not remaining down with Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Hang on a second, sir. Are you a street nigga? Who am I talking to? You from the inner city?
Hey, man, I'm on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? I ain't in the streets no more. You know what I mean?
Well,
So, you know.
The reason why I ask you that is because, you know, Jordan is a hater. Oh, he's a real nigga. He's a hip hop hater from back in the days. Jordan didn't fuck with oh my God, is it Chameleonaire, Troll Baby? Jordan dissed a lot of rappers. A lot of rappers back in the days. He wouldn't hang out with them. He didn't want to take pictures. He's a hater. So maybe hang on a second. Maybe Scotty just had to flip because Jordan's never gonna invite him to the house. They're never going to go down to the Canary Islands and smash bitches. Maybe it's never going to happen. And he said, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well, you know, just dumb out and see if I can get a bag off this nigga. What do you think about that?
I just think he silently just behaved, man. I'm originally from Chicago, so, you know, I've heard a lot of stories and rumors that I can't really verify. But from one of the rumors that I did hear is that Larsa did used to babysit Marcus. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Now
Who?
she calling him Mr.
Who?
Now she calling him Mr. Marcus. You know what I mean? So it's
say that again. I couldn't understand your ebonics. Say that again.
I said Larsa used to babysit Marcus.
Oh.
From what I've been told, she used to babysit Marcus. That's why it's like, you know, now she calling him Mr. Marcus. You know what I mean? So it's like, whoa. Wouldn't that, hey, Scott?
Maybe she allegedly touched him and, you know, maybe they have a connection that goes back. Maybe he's damaged. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That could definitely be an issue. But Star, tell me, though, if you had a woman out here, like you said, that you put babies in, and now she's sleeping with your op son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would you have anything nice to say about this guy? You know what I mean?
On some real shit, sir, I'd go on a drill and gunshot for everybody. Gunshot. Thank you, sir. I'm from that old school, man. As the old Jamaicans used to say, gunshot for every pussy clot. I go on a drill, nigga. Shoot the whole house up, nigga. Shoot the dog. Shoot the grandmother. I got a donation here from Marshall Bussington III. I am definitely anticipating Randy's call and passionately intertwining after an evening of red wine, lobster, and caviar, followed by a buttercream souffle. Okay. T, I got your donation. DJ Envy is so pussy whipped. He had to ask his wife if he could commit suicide before walking into the garage. And Angela Yee's feet look like monkey hands. I've never seen her feet. Troll babies. Okay, we're going off the rails right now. Let's pull it back. Angela Yee has always been nice to me. The last time I saw her, we were filming some show together. Oh, God, what was that thing called? The Gossip Game? And we were filming a scene in Harlem. She's got some pretty teeth. Why isn't she married? what's the rapper's name she was dating? What's that guy's name from Harlem? He was one of Cameron's homies. He should have put a baby up in her. Votto. Why didn't Votto put a baby in Angela? Yeah, anyway, I'm doing too much here. All right, let's get back to the topic, folks. Area code 646. Good evening. In my community section is a complaint. Are you up to speed against Flippin, New Jersey? Good evening. Good evening.
I'm somewhat. Good evening, Star. What's going on?
How are you, sir?
How you feeling, man?
Good.
I'm somewhat up to speed. I got a glimpse of what was going on with Tony, the closer, and Envy. It seemed like he was really trying to cop a plea, and ease his way out of that. Use a little light skin Jedi mind tricks.
Come on.
But I find the timing kind of interesting though, because he was beefing with Rick Ross for the past week.
Right.
And it's like Officer Ricky made a little phone call or something, because now we got like a whole case, for Envy. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, man. So,
listen, sir, I enjoy a good conspiracy, and black people love, messy tea. But now we have a legitimate lawsuit in the community section. Have you read it yet?
Yeah, I got a glimpse of that, which means that.
No, sir. Have you read the first 2 pages? Not a glimpse. Did you read it?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
With all due respect, sir, there's an old saying, I mean no disrespect, if you want to hide something from a nigger, where do you put it?
Oh, God, in the book.
In a book. Yeah.
All right.
Download the goddamn complaint. Read it.
I'm going to take a look at that right now.
Just download it, man.
Definitely.
We can sit here and do all this messy tea. Ooh, chow. Ha ha, he. Amy Flips gave Cesar Pina, according to the complaint, $500K. She's now suing. At some point, based upon New Jersey laws, they're going to go up in DJ Envy's ass, a.k.a. RaaShaun Casey, with a flashlight. Do you know New Jersey, sir? Do you know New Jersey?
Oh, very familiar, yeah. I'm from the Bronx, so.
Do you live in New Jersey? Do you live in New Jersey?
No.
Okay. Living in New Jersey is very different, sir, from just being from the BX and you go out to Jersey and you smash a couple of random females. New Jersey is the counties are all different, and the counties respond by way of taxes. If you pay a lot of taxes, you want a certain type of response from law enforcement, the feds. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So this,
absolutely,
whatever he is, Puerto Rican, Colombian, I don't know. Cesar Pina, he's from Patterson. Patterson's a shithole. He's not going to run around, fly, flashy, and jiggy and get away with, allegedly scamming people. But go ahead and finish up. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, okay. Look, I want to say one quick thing about Scotty.
Please.
If you notice,
Jesus Christ.
You got to look at the pattern. So what happened? It all started with Future. So Future got with the ex first, and that did something to Scotty. If you notice, he started growing braids, started wearing skinny jeans. It's like he had a whole midlife crisis.
Right.
So now, to add insult to injury, the last Dance documentary comes out. Everybody's hyping Jordan. They're trying to relive the Bulls era. Yeah. Scotty's going through it with Larsa, with Future, and then this documentary comes out, 10-part documentary, so he's going through it. And then he feels like slighted for some reason because they're talking about Jordan more than him, so he has to relive trauma.
Yeah.
And then to make matters worse, he's with it's the Marcus situation. So he needs therapy.
He's lashing out.
He's
lashing out. Yeah.
Definitely. But
hey, man, thank you, sir. I appreciate the call.
Fan.
Thank you,
I
sir.
remember when you.
I have no fans, sir. Don't take me back, right. Sir. I'm that nigga now. For never mind back in the days. Thank you. Please don't take me back. My girlfriend is half my age now. Well, my off and on again girlfriend, who's threatening me, by the way. Sending threatening text messages because I'm moving out of Georgia in a couple of weeks back to New Jersey. Okay, folks, we're talking about in my community section, in case you're just now joining the show, the civil complaint. Let's get serious here for a second. It's Sunday. We've gone off track here. Amy Flips LLC versus Start to Flipping, LLC, Cesar Pina and Jennifer Pina. Cesar's wife, Jennifer, she's a hottie and she's doing the damn thing, huh? Expensive clothes. She's wood grain gripping. she's hugged up with athletes, huh? Jennifer, I want to see you in handcuffs. I'm going to keep it so real, mommy. Is Cesar Puerto Rican? Can someone confirm, please? I don't have time to Google. Is he Puerto Rican? I think. Is Jennifer from Seattle? Oh, Jennifer, you're about to do Fed time, baby. Okay, who's Dominican? Is Cesar Dominican, a.k.a. dumb in a can? Folks, I am hating, I am clout chasing, and in case you're just now joining me, I will be on the line with the Department of Justice on Tuesday. I have to. Snitch Network. I have to put in work, you know. Newt, I got your donation. Thank you, Newt, for your support as always. FBJ playing Marco Polo whole. What with FBA men? What is that about? Is it Chris? I got your donation. Envy impacted himself talking. Envy implicated himself talking to Tony the Closer. That's going to be a very, very hard conversation for Envy to deny if and when he does get pulled into this. I'm not sure he's going to be sent to jail, but there will be an investigation. Trust me. Jersey's the wrong state to play around in. Thank you for your donation as well. Marlon, I don't know what this is about, sir. You have to send me something in the header. Please, just don't send me random emails. I'm not just going to click on anything. Oh, speaking of emails, let me write something down. About Instagram DMs. Get to that later. Blade says, of course Pippen is tripping. The nigga played Robin to Jordan's Batman for most of his professional career. And then his wife gets taken by Jordan's son. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we all feel. But is there something deeper? Was there ever a time when they hung out off the court? Did Scottie grow up with a father? Did he have a big brother? I forget his history. Maybe he looked to Jordan as a bigger brother, a father figure, and Jordan being the cold dictator that he has always been, maybe he rejected, Scottie wanting a hug. I can so relate to that because I'm not one of those guys who likes to cuddle with a female, holding hands and shit like that. And when we're in the bed, okay, listen, you move on that side and I'm going to sleep over here. Please don't wrap your leg around mine. Oh, I hate that. Area code 562, good evening. Are you there? 562? There's a civil complaint.
Can you hear me?
Filed. Hey, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm actually Chris. You just actually read my message on my little Cash App that I gave you.
Okay.
But I just wanted to...
Well, thank you. Hold on a second. Hold on, because you spell your name Krys. That's a little different, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes.
Please, go ahead.
And I just wanted to say that as far as Envy is concerned, he stated on Tony the Closer that people need to do their own research. when he's doing business with someone, he doesn't just automatically believe them. He does research with his accountant, his attorney, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So that means that you had to do research on your friend Cesar. And you knew beforehand that he already had a past. So why did you do business with him if you already knew that?
Bingo.
So that's why I said he implicated himself, because at that point, I'm going to say, well, that means you did your research on him, so you already knew what he was about beforehand.
Can I just interject this for a second? RaaShaun Casey, I like to call him by his government name. He's one of those high yellow niggas who thinks he's smarter than most people. High yellow nigga. And you're right, he's telling other people to do research as if, he's innocent and we're confused. Are you from the state of New Jersey? Where are you from? I don't want to say your area code.
I'm actually from California, but I did live in New York for years, but I'm not from New Jersey. I had no desire to live in New Jersey, to be honest. I'm just being honest with you. But I know the laws there are very strict because I know people who live in New Jersey.
Tough state, yeah. Tough state. Yeah, so I am hating. I am clout chasing, just for the record. And he's going to be liable, in my opinion, because the lawsuits are mounting. This is just the first one that Tony the Closer brought out from his YouTube channel. There's going to be more, and I think he's going to have to pay people back, because he's not going to be as fortunate, if you ask me, to file for bankruptcy, as I'm almost positive Cesar and his wife Jennifer will do. They're going to file for bankruptcy to try and get out of things, or to make some type of arrangement for the future. Envy is going to have to cough up money. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. And I also feel that if this continues, and like you said, iHeart is going to be involved, I think he's going to lose his job, possibly. So he's going to have it's going to be a domino effect. And I think he made the wrong decision going on Tony the Closer's page, because he implicated himself. So that wasn't smart. And again, he allowed his emotions to get the best of him versus him thinking like a businessman, like he claims that he is. I would have never gotten on Tony the Closer without speaking to my attorney first. But he's very emotional, so he had to prove that I guess he was innocent, but in reality, in my opinion, he implicated himself.
I think he's such a liar. He doesn't have the money, number one, that he claims to have. You see, a lot of times people get cars and stuff like that. They lease them. They pretend that they own them, and they project a lifestyle that goes along with this urban genre or culture, if you will. And there's no lawyer that would have told him, you should go try and clear this up. Lawyers always say, close your mouth, let me handle this. I don't think he even has a lawyer on retainer. I think he's got a bunch of scavenger lawyers who do things for him, as favors. Because what he's doing right now, it's dumb and it's beautiful. I want him to continue doing dumb things. Go ahead and finish up, please.
Yeah, that's, pretty much that's all I wanted to say. RaaShaun Casey, a.k.a. DJ Envy, he's always been someone who leads with emotion. And for someone to claim that they're such big business people and they're so successful in business, real business people don't lead with emotion. Yeah. They just don't. Right. So what he did, pretty much, he just showed his ass to everyone that, again, he's not as smart as he claims he is. Yeah. And I think this is not going to end well for him.
Can I ask what part of California you're in? What part?
LA area.
Okay. I just got back from a road trip out there in November, and I had such a great time. So I was just curious, You ever been to
You
ever been to Long Beach?
Yeah, I mean that's my area code. So yeah, I'm actually from that area.
I don't know what Snoop Dogg is talking about. Long Beach is beautiful. Yes.
It is beautiful now. Everything has been gentrified, just like New York has. So at one point, it wasn't that great. I mean, there was always great areas, But yeah, I mean, at this point, I can't even afford to live in where I'm from. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your call. Have a great evening. Thank you.
You too.
Bye
You
now.
too.
Okay. J. Timothy got your donation. DJ Envy will be giving niggas petties in the feds. There's a good chance he might get arrested behind this because, again, Cesar is a convicted fraudster. He's been convicted of this shit. Jamal, I got your donation. Will DJ Envy successfully kill himself this time? Whoa! I got to edit that part out. I don't even believe I read that. Whoa! Hang on, what's the timestamp? Hang on a second. That was the hardest Cash App of the night. Hold on. Gotta edit that out. Fuck. Guys, also on the screen, shot97.com. That is my drill rap platform. And tomorrow morning, DJ Elias will be uploading 20 new songs, okay? We are picking up traction. We are getting up in the Google rankings, okay? Shot97.com. That's the name I created back in the 90s when I was writing for the Source magazine. Shot97, okay? Hey, Patrice, I got your donation. Thank you very much, baby, for always supporting the show. You are appreciated, okay? Here's Blade. Star, not to get off topic, but will you be dealing with the Fat Joe allegations in a future show? No. Well, supposedly some chicks had their faces in his ass. Absolutely not. I don't care about stuff like that. I mean, if that's what he likes, who cares? But thank you, Blade. Didn't he respond to something about God? I walk with God. The devil is a lie. Oh my God. I can't stand when people, the devil is a lie. Sheesh. Okay, here's Blade again. Star's Italian side was beefing with the Albanian. Thank you, Blade. No, just, hey, we had a good conversation, Merce, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Merce, you are appreciated. Let's bring a call in, okay? Area code 256, good evening. Are you up to speed? Breaking news, 256. Good evening. Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Where do you want to start?
Man, it's kind of off topic. I don't mean to disrupt.
No, sir. If you're not on topic, I don't want to talk to you. I don't have friends. I'm not your buddy. Stay on topic.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Thank you. Let's get you out of here. What are you calling me for? Send an email, goofy. Yo, I used to listen to you when I was 8 years old. Yo, I just found you. No, I've been here doing what I do, changing the game. You were in the penitentiary some fucking where. Sheesh. Guys, on the screen, one of my sponsors, youtube.com/@Jersey's Concrete. Great YouTube channel. Great channel, okay? Check it out. Tell them I sent you. Hey, Stacy. Stacy Galore says, I sent Envy a mold of my ass for him to finger. Yeah, that's that weirdo stuff with him and Leonard McKelvey. I'm not a Breakfast Club person, so I only saw a little clip of that, and I just said, whoa, what? Out of here. Hold on a second. Okay. Hang on, guys. I have to block somebody who sent me $1 Cash App. Got a bum-ass nigger. Let me block you, you bum-ass nigger. Okay, sending $1 Cash App. Okay, delete and block. Jamal, I got your donation. I'm sure Ebonic Williams laughing. What? Oh, pardon me. I'm sure Ebony K. Williams is laughing like a mother effer. They had some type of little back and forth. I saw a clip of that. Yeah. She's trying to help black men. Toothless HIV post-TV white man. Larry Bird is the best basketball player to ever play the game, my friend. Loma is the real lightweight undisputed champion. No. Larry Bird was, in my opinion, at one point in time, the most feared. But even he gave it up to Michael Jordan. So let's not play that game, okay? But thank you for your donation. Elvis, the chef Rosenberg. Elvis, are you calling in? What's going on with Premium Black News? It's been a minute. Elvis, did you see King Von's mother dancing in the club? Oh, she looked hot as fuck. I'm going there tonight. Anybody see King Von's mother? How old was she when she had him? 9? She looks young as hell. The hater misses nothing. David Da Vinci said, bruh. Yeah, bruh. How old is King Von's mother when she had him, all that fine ass? Elvis, thank you for your donation. Okay, Merce, I got your other donation. Salute. Yeah, we've kind of gone off the rails, but the civil complaint is in my community section, right? Newt, come on and call in, Newt. We had a good conversation last time you called in. The definition of envy has all the answers. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to take a screenshot because my on and off again girlfriend is texting me from a burner phone as if I don't know it's her. So I just got to take a screenshot. She's talking about splitting my head to the white meat. Okay. All right, guys, on the screen, youtube.com/@alphavillains, one of my sponsors. I'm almost finished with his book, Masculine Compromise, The Journey of Emasculation to Your Emancipation. Alpha Villains, okay? Alpha Villains, you want to call in and talk about the book, okay? AV, a.k.a. Alpha Villains, okay? He's an entrepreneur, public speaker, and a masculinity mentor, okay? Okay. Okay, so I want to mention this before I forget. I mentioned this to myself. Folks, I don't do business via Instagram DMs. I rarely check DMs. Am I fugazi? Yes. Am I funny style? Yes. If I don't know you, I'm not DMing with you. I do everything via email. Here is my email address, all right? I don't want to just call people bum-ass niggas, but I'm from a different generation, and I'm proud of my age. I'm not trying to act younger. This is who I am. And you guys have this thing where I don't know if they stopped teaching in school, or maybe you don't go to the right schools. There was business etiquette that I learned in goddamn middle school, where they taught you how to write a letter, how to address the letter to whomever, how to use a capital letter when you spell someone's name, the address, the next line, the city, comma, the abbreviation for the state and the zip code. There's too much Ebonics stuff going on in DMs. And I'm just not trying to learn all the new terms. I'm not. I take issue with anybody who's like, close to my generation who texts me like trying to talk like they're in their 20s. Like, brah. Like, what the fuck, dude? You're like 55. What do you mean, brah? Or what is that of this? What's up? W-A-S. How do you spell what? W-A-S-S-U-P-P. I'm like, what the fuck? The point is, I do business via email. Okay? An associate of mine reached out to me via email. I recognized his name. He asked me if his son reached out to me. And I said, I don't know who your son is, homie. He then sent me a screenshot of his son's email. Holy shit. I'm not going to disrespect anybody, but his son is like in his early 20s, and it looked like chicken scratch. First of all, my name is spelled in all lowercase, no periods, and it's like, wow. And I responded to him, and I said, hey, man, I can't help you with that, man. He's trying to get something done in the world of music and, trying to contact somebody. And I said, I can't help you with that, man. Anyway, so the point is, I don't even know if there is a point. I'm just rambling. I don't do DMs. Send an email for anything. And if you can't spell, if you don't know that someone's name starts with a capital S, more than likely I'm not going to respond to you because I think that you are illiterate. Or you're just someone who is a complete waste of time. There, I said it, okay? Shit. Good evening, 860. Are you there? We're talking about the civil complaint against Cesar Pina. 8
Stars, Newt.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
What's good? How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's Sunday night. Tomorrow's a holiday. We're just talking about this civil complaint.
That's right. Shout out to no one.
We don't do shout outs. Where do you want to start, Newt?
To no one, exactly.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
The Envy. I seen the interview, or when Tony the Closer had him on the hook.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking that, Tony the Closer was saying how a lot of people losing money and they're going through things, and some might even think about taking their own lives. And I find it ironic.
We don't wish that upon nobody. Let me just say that, that was a rough super chat, but let me just say this, and then I'll go back to you. There's so much scamming going on in the urban communities between preachers, politicians, everybody just hoodwinking each other. So a story like this, it needs to be taken seriously, in my opinion. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like the way Tony Close was saying, that it could be a possibility if someone loses that type of money, that could run through their mind. And if that's the case, then DJ Envy should know where he came from.
Well, I don't know. Did you get a chance to scan the complaint? Did you at least scan? Did you download it?
No, I have not.
No.
But I'm just saying, if people are thinking of that, if they're going through hard times, and if they are going through that, DJ Envy should know that feeling, because he did lock the garage door and he did think about it.
You're killing me.
So he should definitely know where if those people are going through it, then damn, DJ Envy is a slime ball, because he's not remembering when he closed that garage door and put that exhaust in, and then he had to ask his wife for permission, and then he put it away.
Newt, what state are you in, man? I appreciate your support. What state are you calling from?
The Connecticut.
Okay. Gun wave in New Haven? Where, sir? Where exactly in Connecticut?
No, I'm actually out in Farmington, the home of Tyson and Not 50.
Okay, I know that town very well.
It's a great town. No community pools playing Marco pole hole out here.
I stayed in Manchester, across the street from the what is that, Buckland Hills Mall? Is that it? I forget.
Yeah, that's all the other malls is getting run down. Probably Caesar has something to do with it.
Oh, wow. Caesar's
halfway run down.
Is Cesar Dominican? What is he? I didn't even get a chance to Google. Do you remember? Or do you know?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm Puerto Rican. It's all the same shit. Excuse my language, but it's all the same thing. Wetback.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call. As always, man. Good to talk to you, Newt.
No problem. And I also had something to say about the Scottie Pippen thing.
Please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Jordan should definitely sign Larsa Pippen and Pippen Jr. to Jordan Brand.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I think that would be that would definitely be the dagger. Seeing Pippen Jr. going up to his dad with all Jordan gear on. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
That would be crazy. Good to talk to you, man. Thank you.
Good to talk to you. Have a
yes,
blessed
sir.
night.
Thank you.
One.
Yeah. Wow. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, who is this sending in an email? Did you send in a donation? Who are you, sir? Who is this? I think I know that name. Wait a minute a second. Okay, okay. Now we have to be very careful with that. Anything to do with children, I don't want to be editing out a show. Call in, but we're going to take it really, really slow with that, okay? Let me bring in area code. I think this is Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg on a Sunday night. Elvis, are you there, sir? Good evening.
Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. I am here, sir.
Good to hear from you, man. Did you take a look at the complaints in my community section? Honestly.
I did. I was actually watching JT, the Pocket Watcher.
Okay.
For 2.5 hours.
Nice.
And let me just say, man, I'm curious as to whether or not DJ Envy will be able to give his cellmate an orgasm.
Okay.
Because I know he couldn't give his wife one for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So his cellmate, I'm sure he's going to be able to handle that. Because what we're looking at is men that didn't provide a service. They provided hope. And they opened up this huge seminar and they had all these people come in. And then dudes were standing with business cards, not even business cards, just their Instagram talking about, yo, I'm a contractor. I work directly with Envy. Take my number.
Right.
Take my Instagram. And they was like selling property that they already owned and trying to get, right now it's been 48 hours, 20 people have come forward. Mm-hmm. So what's going to happen in the next 7, 8, 9 days when 60 people come forward? It's not going to look.
Let me ask you a question, Elvis. Have you ever been in a lawsuit in any type of discovery or deposition?
No,
okay.
I have not.
Let me say this. Envy can say anything publicly, but when you get inside that room and you're deposed for a minimum of 8 hours, a lot of times they videotape the deposition. What you say to the public sounds hot. Oh, I didn't know anything. The opposing lawyer will say, okay, well, you didn't know anything, according to multiple interviews you've done and so on and so forth. Tell us, Mr. Casey, did you send an email to Mr. Pina telling him to stop or to push back on any type of dealings that may be questionable? Can you prove to us that you did more than just, say you didn't know what went on? That's how depositions go. It briefly.
Right.
Show us, or show us now in the deposition so that we can show the court or the jury what you did to prevent the alleged scamming. Did you send an email? Did you send a text message? When did you tell Mr. Pina, stop it, or what's going on? You follow me? That's how depositions work. They get technical, and they get into the nuts and the bolts of the claim. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I can just imagine all of that just coming to just in the next couple of years. It's going to be really hectic, man. That we have a person who likes to use words like, I realized that people that looked like me wasn't in real estate and they didn't know any better. So you decided to put on seminars and take a tour around the country and jerk people. I mean, it's just kind of sad. And then, you look at these guys, like without their felonies and they have no criminal records and they have a little bit of shine and people just believe in these people. They just
No, Cesar Pina has a criminal record. He served time for scamming. That's a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking about the DJ Envy, he's like the face of it, He's the person who you trust. He's the hand, like he was shaking people's hands that came into the building, passing over a $500,000 check.
Right.
Two $500,000 checks. And then he says things like, no, I like to look everybody that comes in the building in the eye because I have very expensive cars outside, and that's what my mother taught me. I'm just polite. I'm polite like that. Like, come on, you didn't know $1 million was walking in the door and you didn't use your influence. I mean, it's just grimy. It's like, it just amazes me how many people, are willing to scam others.
Elvis, hang on a second. According to Wikipedia, RaaShaun Casey graduated from Hampton University in 1999, a degree in business management. Business management. So you're not going to sit in a deposition and play stupid. You went to school for this. That was your major. Business management. It's more than just, checking on inventory and telling the accountant to handle things. You're signing off on stuff. Business management. Go ahead.
Yeah. At what point do we kick him when he's down? He's not quite down yet, right? I think.
Well,
another couple of months.
No. I'm on the phone with the Department of Justice Tuesday. I have to. I'm obligated to. I'm not laughing. I
love it.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. I have to. This is what I do. Snitchnetwork.org. I'm obligated. I can't just be on this microphone talking about celebrity shit. I got to show and prove. Tuesday, 10 a.m., coffee and a goddamn French curler on a fucking jack. Go ahead.
Right. Good for you, Star. I mean, listen, man. All that whole thing, we're going back to Africa. I'm here for my people. No, you're not. You're here for self. All you care about is yourself. You don't care about the black man and people that look like you. All you care about is getting the next car, the next Cuban link, and a bunch of cars. All you care about is yourself. You can't even make your wife come no more. Come on.
Geez.
Okay. Get out of here.
Hey, man. Elvis, what's going on your channel, Premium Black News? What's the last episode that you did, sir?
Well, it was... we didn't do an episode this week. I was under the weather.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna do another one Tuesday. Tuesday we're definitely gonna do one, and I've been releasing a bunch of shorts. I put out about 15 shorts.
Okay.
To the show, to the Premium Black News show, and they've done very, very well. So I encourage anyone to go to Premium Black News on YouTube, or just type up Elvis Rosenberg, and I'll show up. I'll pop up on the feed, and check us out. See what we're doing.
Hey, man, good to talk to you. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you.
Appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Is anybody going to call in with an update on the Foundational Black American Expo? Let me go. Hold on a second. Ooh, they had it lit, boy. Risa Islam. Okay, salute to the homies. Red pill, blue pill. Good guys, I know them. Okay. Greg Marcel Dixon, okay. Was Boyce Watkins in the building? Salute to Vicky Dillard. I've never met her. Vicky Dillard served time. What did she serve time for? Fraud, scamming, something. But she did her time. Somebody talk black to me. I like when she does that. And then does she still use a little mallet? Gang, 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 gang. And she stays in the goddamn wig, don't she? What does she say? Free the land. I'm really glad to see her, out front and center, because she went through some real prison time. What did she do? 6-7 years? Anyway, it was yesterday. Dallas, Texas. Do we have video footage of King Flex pulling up in the Maybach or the Bentley? That's my nigga, boy. I ain't gonna... He looked like he had on a bulletproof ostrich coat. Anybody catch the coat Tyreek Nasheed was wearing? Oh, them sneakers was at least $600. And the only thing I'll say that seemed a little bit off, was that they didn't have a band for Kiki Wyatt. Oh, there should have been a band, Area code 334. Good evening. Are you there? 334.
What's going on, Star? This is Terrence.
Hey, man. Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Yes, sir. Scotty. Scotty also made comments maybe like a year and some change ago about Phil Jackson, and that some people didn't like, but a lot of the players, like the modern day NBA players, they don't like Phil Jackson at all. So I wouldn't necessarily just say Scotty is just some bitter whatever. Maybe just witnessed a lot of stuff, and people just don't like it.
Okay. Do you think he's trying to tarnish or diminish the Bulls dynasty? Because, that was such a beautiful thing, man, for the Windy City. 6 championships, man. Come on, dog. Why is he trying to tear that apart?
Right. Well, a lot of drama comes with that stuff. Like Kobe and Shaq had their issues. Phil Jackson wrote a book about Kobe. I mean, that stuff, those championship teams, there's a lot of egos and there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes along with it. That interview was on Stacey King's podcast called Give Me the Hot Sauce, who's a former teammate of Scotty's. Well, he was on the first three-peat team. But, you ask most of the former Bull players, most of them say Scotty was their favorite teammate.
Okay. Why didn't the Bulls get a championship with Scotty when Jordan took that year off to go play baseball?
They came pretty darn close. I mean, they won like 54, 55 games that year, and they played the Knicks in the playoffs. I'm not sure what round it was, maybe the second round. I can't remember it, but I think there was like one bad call away from going, advancing. So it's not like there was like a major drop-off in wins in production.
Why didn't Scotty take the reins and bring that ring home where it belonged? You can, you can say what you want to say, and then that's cute, almost, coulda, shoulda, woulda. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But why didn't Scotty get that ring in the 4th year?
It just didn't happen. We could also say, why didn't Jordan, when we went to Washington? I mean, it just...
He was old.
Every year,
He was old. That's why he was old.
But hey, he laced it up though. He went out there. Now he didn't play horrible. I mean, but he just wasn't dominant no more.
He was old. He was old, sir, and he admits it. He was old. His body was banged up, But let's get back to Scotty for a second. Right. When Jordan took off to play baseball, why didn't Scotty take it all away? I don't need that nigga. I'm the man up in his piece.
I still I got to give him his props. I mean, it's not like, they won 12 games or something when Jordan was gone. I mean, the team was still clicking like on all cylinders. I think with Scotty, and to put into context, when Jordan was basically a volume shooter and just kind of out there playing hero ball before they implemented that triangle, the triangle was kind of implemented to really kind of take the ball out of Jordan's hands a little bit and to kind of get the other teammates involved. And so that was kind of like, some things that they implemented. But in my opinion, I think Jordan knows, Jordan knows the importance of Scottie Pippen. And I think most NBA fans and most people who former players and most people give Scottie his props. They know his importance and his significance to the game. I just think
you have no argument with me.
I give Scottie smoke for.
You have no argument with me with regards to Scottie being.
One time.
Hang on a second. Let me just say this with regards to Scottie being an integral part of the Bulls during those years. But were he and Jordan ever friends? When was the last time he went to Jordan's home, or when's the last time they had dinner? Do they, it seems like there's something missing. Do you got any insight on that?
Well, you know how it is. You playing with somebody, you got training camp, you're around this person.
No. I'm asking you if you have any personal knowledge. Any personal knowledge?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. Last time I saw them together, I think it was some game in Charlotte, and Scottie went up to Jordan's suite and they hugged. That was the last time I saw them kind of together. I don't even remember what year that was, but I don't think they hang out on a regular basis. And according to Stacey King, I think all the other Bull players came on the podcast except MJ.
Okay.
Because you know how it is. You got to jump through a million hoops to try to get him to do anything.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate your support as always, and I appreciate you standing your ground with regards to you being a Jordan hater. That's what you are, yes?
No, I'm not a hater. I just look, Star. I'm used to people thinking I'm crazy, so I don't subscribe to what everybody else thinks. LeBron is my favorite player.
Right.
Prince is my favorite singer. Nas is my favorite rapper, and Eminem. So I don't have to agree with everybody else because they like Jay-Z or they like whoever they like. I like who I like.
Well, hang on a second before you go, because Prince was one of my favorites for a lot of years. Did you ever see him live in concert?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Oh, man.
When I got married, though, my honeymoon was all purple because he had just died, and we actually went to his home for me and my wife's honeymoon. Yeah, but I'm a huge Prince fan. He came to Montgomery, where I live, Alabama, and he performed in the Garrett Coliseum the night I was born, which is rare to have an artist.
I saw him at Radio City Music Hall.
Yes.
The 1999 tour. Man, he got busy, and it sounded very, very similar to what he had done in the studio. Des Dickerson on guitar, and it was incredible. Then I saw him on the, I think it was the Love Sexy tour at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
One of the best, man.
Yeah, Des Dickerson, Gail Chapman.
Des.
Had an amazing band.
Yeah, Des, not Daz. Des Dickerson. Yeah. You there? Terrence?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just saying Prince had an amazing band. Definitely.
Yeah. Hey, man, good to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Same to you.
Okay.
For me, I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street, so I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want us, I'll go Need some space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in